carving pumpkins. As you can see, I got a big one here and a small one here. We are only going to carve one of these pumpkins, but we're going to make pumpkin seeds afterwards, which will be another video that I am going to put up one Friday. But because we are doing the pumpkin seeds, we're going to get both seeds out of the pumpkins. This big one is the one I'm going to carve, and this little one I'm just getting the pumpkin seeds out of, and we're going to sit it on the porch for like decorations. So we're going to start off with this one, and I'm going to move this one to the side here. So we're going to start by getting the pumpkin seeds out of this one. I have two bowls here. I'm going to put the pumpkin seeds in this, and then I have another big bowl right here to put all the gunk in, and I have a spoon and also a little carving knife. Again, we'll be using that on the other pumpkin, but for right now we're just going to use this. So I'm just going to go ahead and open this pumpkin up. Alright, so we got it all carved around. Now we're going to wiggle this out. As you can see, this one doesn't have very much of a top to it, so you kind of got to wiggle it out. Oh, look at all that. Oh, there we go. Now we're going to slowly take the pumpkin seeds off and put them in bowl number one. Trying to get as less of the goop as we can off of them. But we will wash these, so if you do get goop in there, we will wash these after a while. So, oh, it smells so good. Anyone else like the smell of pumpkin? I really like the smell of pumpkin. Alright, so now that we got all the pumpkins off the top bit, we're going to take our carving knife and just carve the rest of this stuff off so it's not as gooey when we open it. I'm going to put it in this big bucket. Woo! And so now that we got the lid all carved off, I'm going to take just my hand and just get down in there in this pumpkin. It really feels weird, but it's all good. And we're going to take the seeds and put them again in this little bowl right here and take all the goop and put it in the big bowl. So basically what I'm doing is taking all the seeds and separating them from the rest of the goop and putting the goop in this bowl and putting the seeds in this bowl. So I'm going to fast forward through all this because it does take quite a while to get all the seeds and all the goop out. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through all this. Alright guys, so now I got all the seeds out of it, and since, if you guys can see, and since I'm not carving this pumpkin, I'm not worried about all the strings hanging down. I just wanted to get the seeds out of them so that we can roast them later. So I am done with this pumpkin, as far as I know. It smells so good. Maybe I'm weird for liking that smell, but I love the smell of a fresh pumpkin. It smells so good. But there's still a ton of strings in there, if you guys can see. But I'm not worried about that since I'm just going to put the top on this pumpkin and set it outside for decorations. So we're going to set the top back on it like that and just set it outside. Alright guys, so now that we got the one carved, we're going to carve into this one. And this is the one I'm actually going to make the face in. But to start off with, we got to cut the top off again and also get the pumpkin seeds out. So we're going to start by doing that once again. now just wiggle this one off, if it'll come off. You might want to run it back around through here in case we missed some spots, which I think we did. Yeah, we did. Woo! There we go. And again, just take your other bowl, put your pumpkin seeds in it, and do the same thing we did with the first one. And again, guys, this can be a very lengthy process. So I'm just going to turn off the camera and finish doing this. But basically, you're just getting all the insides out, separating the seeds if you want to make pumpkin seeds like I'm going to, and just throwing them all away if you don't. But I really suggest making pumpkin seeds, roasting them. They're so good, and I love making them. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep scooping this out. All right, guys, so now I got all the stuff out of the inside, and I'm going to attempt, keyword here is attempt, to carve this pumpkin. I have 2 reference pictures that I will put on the screen right now, and we're going to attempt it. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go, but we're gonna attempt. So, it's got like, kind of like diamond shaped eyes, kind of, and a little triangle nose, and then the big mouth. So we're gonna try this. So I might actually draw on here and see if I can do it that way. Let me get a pencil. All right, so I got a pencil, and I'm gonna try and draw the face on it. Also, take the pumpkin seeds and set them aside. We're gonna use them for a different video. So if you guys are watching this on Wednesday or Thursday, the video for the pumpkin seeds will be up on Friday for you guys. So I'm going to take this pencil, and I'm just going to lightly draw where I want to make the eyes and the nose. We're going to try this. You can see it very, very lightly. Actually, we're going to use a pen. How about that? Alright guys, so this is the outline I have drawn. I will zoom in and show you guys up close. This is the outline. It's kind of not even at all and very crooked, but we're gonna try it. So it's just kind of a rough draft to go off of, so we're gonna try it. So now that I have my outline, we're going to start cutting. Hopefully this works out good, but we're just gonna follow the outline and hope for the best. So let's start with the eyes. Alright, so we got both the eyes and the nose out. Now we are going to attempt this mouth. So hopefully it goes well. Alright guys, so all the cuts have been made. I'm going to zoom in for this, but I'm going to push it out, and we're going to see what the final product looks like. It's all been cut, so hopefully it turns out good. Alright guys, here's the review. I'm about to push it out. You ready? Let's see if I can do this. Uh-oh, here it comes. You ready? Ta-da! Actually don't look that bad, huh? We got some pumpkin that we gotta clean up out of here, but it doesn't look that bad. Huh? Turns out pretty good. I'm gonna get all this pumpkin out of it, and then we're going to light it, but it actually looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. So let's get all this pumpkin out of it. Alright guys, so now that I got the final product, we're going to attempt to put a candle in it and see how it does. It actually turned out really, really well. If you guys can see, it looks pretty good. There's still a couple strings that I couldn't get out, and it's a little bit uneven. Also, I'm looking in the camera and realizing it is pretty uneven, but we're going to stick a candle in it and see how well it burns and all that. So I'm going to turn off the lights, so it's about to get dark, and then we're going to light a candle. So let's see how this goes. Actually, I'm going to light the candle while the lights are on and then turn them off, because that would be the smart thing to do, rather than light a candle in the dark. Alright guys, so I have my little tea light here. I also have a lighter, and we're going to try this spaghetti noodle thing and see if it actually catches on fire and light the tea light that way. So I'm going to stick this down in here. So it's sitting nicely in there, and then we're going to try and light this on fire with the lighter. And it actually is on fire, if you guys can see that. So we're going to light this on fire. If I can quit shaking my hand, shaking very, very much. Alright, so the candle is lit, and it looks really, really cool. And yeah, so I'm going to turn off the light so you guys can see it in the dark. And yeah, we'll put the top on it. Dun, dun, dun. Alright guys, as you can see, I am finished with this pumpkin, and it actually turned out really, really well, and I'm really proud of it. So that is it for this video. This little guy will probably be in the background of a couple of my videos, just because I think he turned out so good. I took the candle out of him because he's inside now, but I did take some pictures outside, and that's where he will be going for most of the time. It's really cold outside right now, so I don't want to take him outside now because he'll rot really fast in the cold. But yeah, so this is the pumpkin that I did. It turned out really, really well, and I'm going to go roast these pumpkin seeds now. So subscribe to my channel if you want to see us roast all these pumpkin seeds that we got out of the pumpkins, and I will be putting that video up on Friday for you guys. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and film that video, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.
This is Halloween, 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 Halloween. In this town we call home, everyone hail to the pumpkin song.